Nathan Crawford, an incredible day for yourself. Obviously been quite a challenging week with the penalty from the previous round, but you really came out and made a statement today.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it was a challenging week, but I think today kind of, really shows my personality and my true grit. Like, I'm never gonna ever give up, and there's nothing that anyone can say that'll make me think otherwise. So I just put my head down, bum up this week, and come out here with a point to prove. And honestly, I just rode how I know how to, and the results showed. I went 1-1 today, and it was quite a convincing lead both races. Second moto had to come from 12th on the first lap. So I mean, I just let my riding do the talking for me. So yeah, really happy with today. I just want to give my massive shout out to my team for sticking behind me for the last 2 weeks. They've been incredible. My parents, my partner, my coach Nathan, my trainer Dean. We never wavered from the goal, and we still haven't. We're only just getting started, so we're looking forward to round 3.
Perfect. Yeah, obviously the track conditions and the weather conditions were both pretty brutal today. How do you sort of manage riding in that heat?
I'm a Queenslander, so it's been like this the last 2 weeks, man. So this week up home was really quite hot. So yeah, I mean, it was hot. It's definitely a different heat down here. It's very dry heat today, but yeah, man, I got so much experience in the heat being up in Queensland. So just had to make sure the fluids and the hydration was up today. And honestly, I've got a really good hydration program and that my trainer gives me. So yeah, it was good.
And what about the track itself? Obviously you gelled with it, you rode exceptionally well. Incredibly muddy out there in practice as well. What were your sort of thoughts on that?
I mean, with first practice, I think if you had spoke to every one of us, we probably would have complained. But we needed it. And to be fair, I think the club's done a really good job. This track can sometimes it is quite narrow in some spots. So I think having the track, hadn't the track been not like that this morning, I think we wouldn't have had many lines and passing opportunities, which I think is not a good thing. So yeah, obviously it was quite wet practice, and the ruts out there now are just real deep, pretty much from the left to the right hand side of the track, ruts the whole way. So it was a motocross track today, and we had a good time.
Heading off to round 3 in a few weeks' time. What's the strategy here on? Obviously, you've had that points deficit. What's the strategy to sort of get yourself back into the championship lead, I suppose? Yeah,
well, I think obviously I lost 25 points, so I think I'm down to 19 now, which is good. I made up a fair chunk today. The strategy is just one by one, really. Not even round by round. It's just race by race for me at the moment. Today the mindset, I had absolutely nothing to lose. I couldn't possibly go any further backwards. So it's just head down, bum up at this point. I think round 1 was, I wouldn't say a reality check. I definitely am not unhappy with some of the choices that I made. But I think just mentally I went into that round with a bit of a different head on my shoulders than what I would have liked. And we've rectified that problem, and we've come out here today and done really well. So I know what I need to do and the headspace I need to be in when coming to these races. But at the same time, emotions are always high. I want to win so badly that when you put the helmet on, it sometimes gets a bit hard. So, but we know what we need to do. We've fixed the problem, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season.